Hi everyone, Nothany Mortano here, the internet's busiest music nerd. And it's time for the most arduous monthly segment on this channel, the Yunoreview, where I go back and discuss in brief my feelings on a series of records that people were asking me to review over the past month, but I didn't get a chance to review them, so I just want to, address them real quick.
Never quick. While doing this segment, suffer you must.
Today is my final letter. Can't say that I'm doing better ever since my roommate came with me. Life's now filled with numb sensations, worry now with past relations. My doppelganger triumphs over me. Living's just another form for being dead. And the thought of you constantly remains in my head. Count you Chester, boy do I detest you. With everything you say and everything you do.
Donnie Trump for president! Let's go! This is a sickeningly saccharine and schmaltzy album for Bob Dylan. This is exactly the type of vocal pop, overly arranged vocal pop, that his older work was just a very necessary alternative to in the 60s and the 70s, and now he's making this kind of music, and it's giving me a headache, and his voice just doesn't even have the dexterity at this point to actually deliver this music with the upbeat kind of vibrant feelings that you would want to hear in this type of music. I mean, I guess it's cool that he feels up to trying something like this out, and he's just doing whatever the hell he wants at this point, but not for me. This is this power violence and hardcore punk band's final record over here, and if you're looking for something heavy and aggressive and hard, give this thing a shot. I mean, as far as I could tell, Weekend Nachos are doing what they do as well as they usually do it. What they do has never really stuck out to me, but it's a decent swan song, I guess.
It's time to stop!
This album is like if the Arctic Monkeys, during the recording of their most boring album, AM, decided to try to write a bunch of songs based off of Strokes impressions that they would try out during practice. This guy is a Chicago rapper known for his pretty savage freestyles, many of which end up on this record and sound pretty great, but this album is over an hour long. Not only that, but he just jumps around and tries so many different styles of new, very commercial sounds in hip-hop music, and as a result, I think the project just suffers. Like, there's all these auto-tune cuts on here, all these cuts on here where he's clearly trying to, like, pull from Fetty Wap's audience. I think this guy's got a great flow, a great voice. His lyrics aren't exactly rocket science, but they're blunt and to the point and entertaining and aggressive as hell. I guess I'm just waiting for him to make a ballsier and more direct project and just not kind of water his sound and water his appeal down with all of these more commercial tracks. I guess this album is for anybody into their 30s, pushing 40, who's still keeping it emo. This is one of the most annoying things I've heard all year. This is a pretty decent ambient record from Miss Juliana Barwick, and I don't know if there's much more to say about it than that. It didn't really leave that strong of an impression on me. I like the organic instrumentation, the pianos and the strings and the way that they come together with Juliana's airy, ethereal vocals, which of course are layered on top of each other pretty nicely. The soundscapes are very relaxing and aesthetically pleasing. Not too much of this album really stands out to me, but I guess that's kind of the point. It's not supposed to be jarring or ultra attention grabbing. It's just kind of airy and just very sweet mood music. Congrats! You still have one good album. This band, unfortunately, just really took a turn for the generic on this new record over here. As far as like emo and indie rock goes, it's just so by the numbers, and it's not even really as energetic and as lively as their last album, unfortunately, even though their last LP, again, was also pretty cliche by emo standards. At least it had kind of a fire to it. You know, there was definitely a fire in its belly that made it entertaining to listen to. Not so much on this record. This, very, very mild. It sounds like the guys in the band are sort of, you know, in their twilight years, as are the group of nude old people who are featured on the cover. A cover that I'd want to erase from my memory as fast as possible. Thanks, guys. The vocals on this record are good, as they are usually with Ariana Grande, but I don't think the record over here really lives up to the Dangerous label, and I guess that's probably not a surprise to anybody. By pop music standards, it's pretty run-of-the-mill, it's pretty formulaic, it's pretty cliche. Ariana going for the same very ethereal, kind of moody, contemporary R&B sound that a lot of other artists are. There's even a really weird reggae trap infusion on the song Side to Side, featuring Nicki Minaj. Ariana Grande just kind of continues to be a pop artist who I don't really love, but I don't really dislike either. You know, when I hear her sing and when I hear her perform, it sounds cool, but she doesn't really have that strong of a style to me or anything like that. People who like this record and like Ariana Grande, I don't begrudge them that at all. I mean, I think she's a very accessible artist and surely a talented singer, but there's not really anything about her and this album too that swings me one way or the other. Elucid, you may know him not only as a solo performer, he's a New York rapper, but also part of Arm & Hammer, a collaborative duo that he's in with the legendary, the dark, the mysterious Billy Woods. This new project over here is on Backwoods Studios label, and it's decent. You know, Elucid is just such an esoteric, abstract rapper that sometimes I have a hard time connecting with his music. You know, if you like guys like Aesop Rock, who are just super deep, super metaphorical. Their songs lyrically just work in so many layers. He also has a similarly raspy voice. You're going to dig this project. Some of the beats are a little meat and potatoes, but, you know, they definitely bring that kind of dark, nocturnal mood that I think his lyrics require, and they're a little obtuse, too. You know, if there's one word I could put onto this record, it's obtuse. 5 years later, and these guys are still kind of working with the same mild, not really that engaging UK garage and bass sound. Some of the productions are a little busier, a little more bustling. I guess I could describe them as something that Machine Drum would have put together. Of course, Machine Drum is in this duo. If you didn't know already, you should. But something that Machine Drum would put together, but a little more airy and smooth, which I don't think is a bad thing in concept. It actually would have made this album better on the whole, if not for the fact that there were just so many lackluster vocal features. And I think that's really all I have to say about it.
Hey, you gonna review me? You better review me, or you're a bitch.
I don't know.
What are you, a pussy?
You're just so long. You're like 4 hours long, and I just haven't even made the time yet.
It's not that long, pussy, pussy.
Why can't I just live? I just need time to review you. Like, I want to listen to you at least several times.
I will kill you.
Why do you gotta be a bully?
Kill you.
Position. Hey everyone. Not totally sure if I'm gonna review the Aw Tecker record yet. I haven't fully decided yet. Classics Week is coming up this June, because we're doing 2 Classics Weeks a year now. So I might take the time that I have during that week to listen to that album. So there is that. And have you given any of these albums a listen? Did you love them? Did you hate them? Why? What do you think I should review next? And that's it. Also, I want to give a shout out to Flo Moyo, an illustrator, a musician, a YouTuber, a SoundClouder, who created that fantastic Counter Chester song that you heard in the beginning of the episode. His information, his stuff is linked down there in the description box down there, so go check that shit out. And that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you're having a good month, week, day, second, minute, whenever you're watching this goddamn video. Bah! Forever.